Welcome to my channel Pulkit Pedia Step by Step Learning. Today we are going to discuss about file handling. How do we handle or manage files in Python? So basically in software development or software application, files are very important. This is very important topic. Consider like you require to store data somewhere. For persistent storage of data, you require either files or database. So today we are going to discuss about files. So various kind of files we use in our software applications like property files, configuration file, log file, XML files. So every programming language supports the features to write to the file and read from the file. So how Python supports it? Let's see further. So to define a file operation, we need two things. What is the file name which we are going to process or read or write, and what is the access mode. So access mode is like what kind of operations you are going to do on the file, like whether you are going to read it, whether you are going to write it, or you are going to append it. So basically in Python you can give it this way. R represents reading mode, so you had opened a file for reading. W represent writing mode, you had opened a file for writing. If there is some data exists, it will erase it and write it as a new file. And append mode, A for append mode will and contents or end the data, add the data in the end of the file. And R plus mode is like opening a file for read plus writing mode, so you can do both the operation. Same for W plus, so it's like writing and reading mode. So and if you are handling the binary files, then you can use B as a alphabet addition to the mode. So you can mention like I have given an example of read mode in binary RB. So this way you can read and write to binary files also. Let's see some example in the spider. So here you can see that my file, this current file handling.py Python file, is in the same directory, the workspace Python, and the test file which has written for this presentation. This is also in the same directory. So I had given that file name as test.txt. If otherwise you had to specify the complete path of the file. Now there is one way we can use is the first way is like you have to use an open function, the inbuilt function of Python. You have to specify the file name, means the path of the file, complete file, and the mode, the as we discussed in the presentation. So R is the read mode. Then you can this is a file is carrying this object. So file dot read. So read, calling the read function will read what is in the file. Then you can close this object. Okay, the file, because you had opened the file, you need to close it. Okay, this is going to read the content of the file. I'll showcase you. So these other way also, like this is the way you had not handled the exceptions, like some error happened, file is not there. So for exception handling, there is a way that you need to mention the try in the, just understand at the moment, we will discuss exceptions in detail in future videos, that try is the main thing where you have to put the code which can throw in an error. So this line, when it's going to read in a file, it can throw an error. So you put your code inside the try, and finally is the finally means that final action you have to take. This will be the last action of the operation. So it's like to close the file. So both the thing, both the way at the moment it is doing reading from the file. So let's see what is the content in the file. That is, welcome to Pulkit Pedia channel. So let us run this code. So you can see the first way also has read the data from the file, and second also read the data from the file. Okay, now I'll comment it out. So by three quotes you can comment the code. So now let's open the below part of the code. Okay, now you can see what I had done. uh, Basically I had written some data like file data, keep learning, and new data. Two variables I had defined and keep assign some value to it. So I just want to write to the file. Okay, so now the way I had earlier showcased you the example, and now I'm showcasing, there's a difference. Instead of using the try, finally, this kind of exception handling or exception management explicitly, we can use a with keyword. By using the with keyword, it take care of these kind of exception handling, and it make code cleaner also and simplify code also. So same way we are just mentioning the with keyword, open the file, open function, providing the file name to be open, mode, and as an object we are taking f. Here we are taken as a file, so here we can mention as a f also. So this is all the same means. Now we again read the file. Okay, now in the next function what we did is we same way open function, provide the file name, then the mode is right now. Okay, so we are just now writing the file data, keep learning to the file. Let's execute first this part, and then we can execute the rest of the part. Okay, let's see. It has read because these two earlier ones I had commented, so now it has read. Right, 3 is read from the file. Okay, now we are going to open this write function. It will write to the file and then we will read it again. Okay, this you can see read 4 is the reading again from the file. Let's see what happens. So it is what is it is writing, it is going to write file data. File data contains keep learning data. Okay, now you can see now read 3 is welcome to Pulkit Pedia, and read 4 when we are going to write it to the file, it has just write it keep learning, it has erased the data. If file exists it will erase the data, otherwise it will create the file. So when we read it, read 4, you can see, and you can see the file itself, it is now having only the keep learning. Okay, now if we want to append to the file, okay, let's append to the file. As I told you, append will add in the end of the file. Okay, so let's clear the file. Okay, or just keep it the same way which we mentioned earlier. Let's the file, oh sorry, let's keep the file as this and save it, and let's clear the screen. Now let's see the results again. Okay, so now you can see the first time it read from the file, it is welcome to Pulkitpedia. And now it has written as a file data, that is keep learning. Then it read keep learning here. Then we appended the file. So it has what it has appended new data. The new data contains stay connected. Okay. Now you can see that I read the file again. So it has shown that keep learning and stay connected. So append has added the data at the end, and what write did, write removed the data and push the data it contains. So now test, you can say it contains keep learning and stay connected. So this is the example of files, and if you have any question or if you want to snippet of the code you want, you just mention in the comment. Thanks for watching my video. Stay connected, keep learning. Thanks.